We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, here we go. Where is it? Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Lions.
Dak going to start out going to the air. And right away, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Up the middle, Jones. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. To throw is Prescott. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Give to Hall running right. Shifts by him. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point. And it's good. And they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
They'll go again with Hall. Powering his way forward. He's still on his feet. Breece Hall. Still fighting through tackles. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Browns at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got it. And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now Prescott. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. You look at this Browns defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Throwing. Prescott. He's across midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Prescott now. Powers through him. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. From the 33, here's second and a couple. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Out right, he's got Ruckert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They'll run with Hall. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Prescott to throw this time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second and 10. Here's Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Kill. We're going to 54 wide.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Prescott off play action. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Skirts by at the 15. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they try to go for it on. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Breece Hall, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Prescott. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Leo Chanel. He's got daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. To try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught. It's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Back to throw. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Off the play fake, Prescott. He hits Adams complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And it's complete to Adams. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Davante Adams. 26 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with 1st and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Prescott. And now here's another interception.
Now he's free at the 35.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And he missed it. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Hey, kill.
Paul on a give up the middle. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On play action, Prescott.
That's complete. It's Malachi Corley.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Throwing. Prescott. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert to two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3, rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A handoff as they run the counter play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Prescott now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Hey, kill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. On second down, they'll run it here. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles.